Everyone, well I hope everyone, should know that movies, even ones that appear to be realistic, are 110% made up. However, that doesn't stop people from believing that some of the scariest horror movies out there might have some truth to them. So today on Top 5 Scary Videos, I'm going to be counting down our list of the top 5 scary horror movies people thought were real. Before we begin though, be sure to stick around until the end of the video where I'll be responding to some of your comments. And with that, let's jump in. Coming in at number 5, A Lizard in a Woman's Skin. This was one of many movies on our list that resulted in the arrest of a filmmaker and the movie being banned by numerous countries across the globe. A Lizard in a Woman's Skin is a 1971 Italian giallo directed by Lucio Fulci. Set in London, the film follows Carol Hammond, the daughter of a respected politician who experiences a series of vivid psychedelic nightmares consisting of a depraved sex orgy and LSD use. In the dream, she commits a graphic murder and awakes to a real-life criminal investigation into the murder of her neighbor. Now, it is one scene in question which caused the film to have the reputation it does, and that is the dog scene. A scene which shows Mrs. Hammond opening the door to a room filled with dogs being experimented on. Now, I won't go into too much detail because it is incredibly gruesome and upsetting. However, the scene was so graphic and realistic that several crew members were forced to testify in court to disprove the accusation that real dogs were used in the film. Carlo Rambaldi, a special effects artist, saved Fulci from a 2-year prison sentence by presenting the fake dog props in court to a seemingly unconvinced jury. This was the first time in film history that an effects artist had to prove his work was not real in a court of law. Coming in at number 4, Faces of Death. For those who don't know, a Mondo movie is a pseudo-documentary that depicts a sensational topic as real, sometimes combining genuine documentary footage with staged scenes. Faces of Death, shown in a documentary-like style, centers around pathologist Francis B. Gross, who presents the viewer with a variety of footage showing different ways of death, from a variety of different sources. The movie is often billed as banned in 40+ countries, but this claim may be untrue. Now, although a lot of the human death scenes and one scene depicting the death of a monkey are obviously fake, some of the footage is genuine. In their book Killing for Culture, authors David Korekis and David Slater note that their nadir of the movie is the inclusion of an extreme fatal accident. I quote, "The shattered remains of a cyclist are seen under a semi-tractor trailer. The camera pans long enough to capture paramedics scooping up blood clots. This incident is authentic and culled from newsreels." Due to its graphic content, Faces of Death was banned and censored in many countries. In the United Kingdom, the film was prosecuted and added to the Video Nasty List, as it was deemed to violate the Obscene Publications Act. In June 1985, maths teacher Bart Schwartz showed the film to his class at Escondido High School in California. 2 of his students were so traumatized by the film that they both developed an unnatural fear of dying and suffered emotional distress. Coming in at number 3, we have Snuff. Back in 1976, husband and wife filmmaking team Michael and Roberta Finley created the splatter movie Snuff, which very quickly gained notoriety for featuring a real-life murder. It is most famous for being marketed as if it were an actual snuff film. This actually contributed to the urban legend of snuff movies. The plot follows actress Terry London and her producer Max Marsh, who visit an unnamed country in South America. This is where they meet a female biker cult led by a man named Satan, who stalks and eventually kills the pregnant London and her circle of friends. Now, the filmmakers wanted viewers to believe the movie was real, with distributor Shackleton reportedly hiring fake protesters to picket movie theaters that were showing the film. However, the film was eventually exposed as a hoax in Variety in 1976. Saying that though, the rumors persisted that the movie showed a real-life murder. I quote, "Prompted by complaints and petitions from well-known writers, including Eric Bentley and Susan Brownmiller, and legislators, an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the film's production was conducted by New York District Attorney Robert M. Morganthu, who dismissed the supposedly real murders as nothing more than conventional trick photography, as is evident to anyone who sees the movie." Coming in at 2, The Blair Witch Project. Now, I for one fell for this like any young kid watching The Blair Witch Project for the first time. You may laugh now, but when that text popped up saying this was a true story, did you really question it? I bet you didn't. However, saying that this was the filmmakers' intentions, they wanted viewers to believe that everything they were seeing on screen was real, with them even going as far as to have the actors film the entire movie themselves and even use their real names. Now, as most will know, the movie tells the fictional story of 3 student filmmakers, Heather, Michael, and Joshua, who hike in the Black Hills near Burkittsville, Maryland in 1994 to film a documentary about the local legend of the Blair Witch. However, the 3 of them disappeared, with only their footage being recovered. The purportedly recovered footage is what we see on screen. Now, it was the movie's marketing that got it noticed by viewers. The film's official website featured fake police reports as well as newsreel-style interviews, making folks believe that the actors in the movie were in fact missing. During screenings, the filmmakers even distributed flyers asking viewers to come forward with any information about the missing students. Didn't stop there though. The IMDb page also listed the actors as missing, presumed dead, in the first year of the film's availability. However, they are very much alive. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have Cannibal Holocaust. This 1980s cannibal horror movie directed by Ruggero Deodato is perhaps the most notorious on our list, and arguably the most difficult to watch. The film over the years has gained immense notoriety for being quote-unquote real, with authorities even stepping in and making arrests. Yes, that is how much people believe this movie was real. However, let's track back. Cannibal Holocaust stars Robert Kerman as an anthropologist from NYU who leads a rescue team into the Amazon rainforest to locate a crew of missing filmmakers. The crew had gone missing while filming a documentary on local cannibal tribes. However, the rescue team only recover one thing: the crew's lost cans of films, which an American TV station wishes to broadcast. However, what is on the film is absolutely horrendous. Now, like I said before, the movie achieved notoriety as its graphic violence aroused a great deal of controversy. At the movie's premiere in Italy, the movie was ordered to be seized by the local magistrate, and director Ruggero Deodato was arrested on obscenity charges. He later went on to be charged with multiple counts of murder due to rumors that several actors were killed on camera. To prove his innocence, Deodato had 3 of the movie's actors be interviewed for an Italian television show in order to prove that they were in fact very much alive. Now, he was cleared of these charges. However, the film still went on to be banned in Italy, Australia, and several other countries around the world due to its graphic scenes of sexual assault and violence towards animals. Well, there we have it. Do you guys agree with our list? Were there any horror movies that we missed? Leave us all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below, and perhaps we can do a part 2. Before I go though, I just want to respond to a few comments from one of our last videos. Top 5 scary, indestructible SCP monsters that will never stop, part 2. R.A. Hatcher said, "We miss your face," and also, "I love the way you pronounce tomato." I miss your face, even though I've never seen it. But I'm glad you guys miss me, but I'm still here. You can live with my voice, right? You can survive. You'll see my face again. One day, maybe, when you least expect it, my face will be back. The Saint said, "SCP videos are my favorite." I'm glad, because we do a lot of SCP videos. The SCP Foundation never stops, and neither will we. Evergarden Accord Ventius R said, "Dark Queen Lucy, you can have my soul if I can head pat you." I would rather you didn't touch me, so no. Deathmane said, "You should become a narrator. Also, you guys should do top 5 most interesting SCPs." Isn't what I'm doing technically narrating? Or do you mean narrator like you want me to... I don't know. What do you mean by narrator? Isn't that what I'm doing? I'm narrating. And on that note, if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another scary vid. And until next time, I'll see you later.